How's that for editing? What's up, guys? We're back. We're back. I'm back. Tried to do a real quick video on kind of where the car is at right now. I know it's been a while since I've said anything. So as far as the back goes, we back half this car, right? The 72 Manta. We did Chris Audern's ZSR chassis from Active Power Cars. So we basically back half the car with his design, utilizing C5 Corvette suspension components. We're using a aftermarket spindle to allow the use of 15-inch wheels, but effectively it's factory Corvette stuff. The chassis has been significantly narrowed, I think something like 11 inches, because the goal is to fit a 17-inch wide Hoosier on the back, like all the mechanical grip we can get. So that's all been finalized. The engine and trans placement has been figured out. Everything looks good, it's gonna clear. So the motor's been pulled back out, and I'll touch on that in a second. But the only thing left in the back, I think, is finalize the upper coilover mounts. I have some Viking double adjustables that were sent that are specific for this setup here. So the next step was placement of bodywork, positioning of the side pods, and after some monkeying around there, I finalized the bottom here, the side pods of the car. Those are held in place currently with some Cleco fasteners, some like temporary panel holding pieces. But there's no structure in the side pods themselves beyond, like, say here. So what's going to have to happen is I'm going to need to build some sort of structure to be able to support the side pods. Obviously there's fuel tank and battery box and some other components, so they need to be able to support a small amount of weight. So I got the side pods in place, but I need to finish the structure underneath. The next part is this back piece, which is kind of the backrest for the driver. That needs to be nailed down. It's going to be in that position, but I actually just have to physically do that and make sure I can bolt it and unbolt it in the same spot, whether it's pinned or whatever. And after that, then the back is, the clamshell is next. I need to build supports for either side of the rear of the clamshell to be able to articulate the back and then unhook and remove. So that's kind of going to be one of the next things. And then obviously use some sort of detent pin, probably on either side in the front of the clamshell and maybe as well in the back to keep that from moving anywhere. Moving forward, so we back half the car, right? Also decided that the existing front suspension was Mustang 2. It's like tubular, stainless steel tubular control arms. Mustang 2, like steel spindles, like very heavy stuff. And they had a K-member, like off a factory production car. So I cut that whole front end off, which was like about 100 pounds. So the only thing Manta left on this, besides the shape of the body, besides the body panels themselves, is like the center section that I'm going to be sitting in. I've got those components figured out, but I probably won't have those for a few weeks still. So I'm kind of doing this other stuff at the back end and getting some bodywork pieces figured out where they need to be first. I got some, when trying to look at seating position and where my feet need to be, that K-member was just in the way. So hopefully that'll alleviate some of that problem, and we'll be able to work around the suspension components we're going to use, and move forward from there. So again, I'm gonna get back on this back clamshell, get this backrest mounted, and then make mounts for the clamshell and such. Start doing the same for the front. And when I get the front suspension, I'll be able to look at that, build a foot box, and get that on there, and move forward from there. But the motor that we're going to use is a 69 DZ302. We took the motor apart, make sure everything was good, and it actually was really good. But since we had it apart, we're going to throw a set of bearings in it, new oil pump, timing chain. We're going to kind of freshen the heads up, And then we'll be using like a something along the lines of a Duntov, like 30-30 camshaft, maybe a little bit more aggressive, but it's going to be something in line with something that they'd be using in a 69 or 70 like Trans Am car with one of those 302 motors and a high winding small block. So that should be really cool. I'm looking forward to that. We're actually ordering parts kind of as we speak to get that ball rolling, to be able to get that back together, get it back in the car. One of the other things, again, I mentioned using 15-inch wheels, wanting to use Hoosier slicks. To this car now, because the front suspension is getting redone also, and there's nothing left of a Manta anymore. The wheels are ugly, right? These things are hideous, I think. It's not as cool as what should be on there, but these won't work with the setup we're going to have, so we're going to use, I think, maybe some C5 or C6 wheels, Corvette wheels, 5 or 6 generation wheels, maybe some wide body ones. It'll be nice to be able to then sell them when we're done with them, because there's only going to be a small amount of track time. I don't know if it's worth getting a set of slicks, and I don't think the car is going to be that ironed out right off the bat. So I think there's going to be a lot of changes need to be made. So I look forward to getting there. Like I said, I've got the suspension that'll be here shortly, a few weeks probably, and then I can start getting the front suspension ironed out, get the motor back in, and get some other odds and ends tied up. But yeah, the next big thing is this backrest and get this rear clamshell so it can articulate and be pinned and held in place correctly. That's kind of the next thing. So I'll try not to make the next video so far out. I know that it had been some time since this one, so that's where the car's at. It's starting to look like something instead of just a bunch of tubes. So I'm excited, real excited. So, all right, thanks.